going to transition a little bit to Ohio and our other trial that we've been covering for weeks and weeks and weeks, 6 weeks, in fact, the trial for Dr. William Husel. The prosecution has rested its case, so let's take you to Ohio.
2B is the MARs of Hayes. 2C is the packet of medical records used with Hagris on Hayes. 2D is the packet of medical records used with Ralston, which contains the Ralston consultation notes for Hayes. 2E is the packet of information, medical records used with Nurse Rudman on Hayes. 2F is the packet of medical records used with Nurse Springer on Hayes. 3B is the packet of medical records used with Dr. Hagris on Schertzinger. 3C is the packet of medical records used with Nurse Rudman on Schertzinger. 3D is the packet of information that contains the Schertzinger progress notes and the DNR. 3E is strange. 3E is a parent why is that 3E? Is that what? 3E which is the smart flash, the Schertzinger. That's the idea.
Yes, that should be information, so it should be Schertzinger. Yes.
Yeah, I fixed it in here. I'll print it out.
3E is Dreyer on Schertzinger. All right, now count 4 is Danny Millette, so all these relate to Danny Millette. And we don't have apparently any separate packets for Danny Millette. 5 relates to Brandon McDonald. We have 5B, which is the MARs for Brandon McDonald. 5C are the discharge summary of Brandon McDonald. 5D is the progress notes. DNR for Brandon McDonald used with witness Chan. 5E are the progress notes on McDonald used with Nurse Burke. F5 is the direct chart flow sheets also used with Nurse Burke. 5G is the Burke correction to the flow sheet of McDonald. 5H is the McDonald Mars section of Burke. 5I is the packet of medical records used with Nurse Dreyer on McDonald. Moving to count 6, which is deals with Francis Burke.
Backtrack that. There's a 4B on the animal left that's used for healing.
Those are just excerpts.
Before we move on, Judge, there is a 4B, which is a packet of medical records from the Millette file that was used with Dr. Ely. Referring to count 6, Francis Burke.
All right, that's a live look into the courtroom in Columbus, Ohio, where the prosecution has rested its case in chief in the trial against Dr. William Husel. He, of course, is accused of murder times 14, so they're admitting evidence, and everything in this case is a little bit longer and more complicated because it's a medical case. There are 14 alleged victims, so they're putting that evidence in, and that could take a while. But the headline, the breaking news, is the state is finished with their case in chief. The jury has been sent home. The defense will start its case starting tomorrow morning in Columbus, Ohio. Let's talk about this fascinating case with Eric Puryear in Davenport, Iowa, and Sue Ann Robinson is here in our studio. Eric, this case is, it's a tough one where it's very tedious. It has been tedious at times. Overall, from what you've seen, and I'm, not expecting you to have watched the last 6 weeks of it, but is there a there? Has the state, do you believe, set the table for a potential conviction on one or more of these counts?
It's always so hard to say. I see everything through the defense lens, being a defense attorney. If I were on that jury and that is what I had seen so far, I could not convict. I just couldn't. Now, perhaps some jurors see it differently, but I'm just not seeing, I'm not seeing enough here for murder.
Sue Ann, you have the ability to see it from both sides.
Right.
What do you think?
I think that the state and what has made their case take so long is, as you pointed out, there's 14 different victims, and so they have to meet their burden to each and every case. So even if one victim, it looks like him administering the drugs hasten their end of life, they have to prove it down for 13 more people. And I think there's victims where they had more evidence if the person wasn't close to the end of their life, or if their family members didn't give input and he made the choice, but I definitely don't think they met their burden on each and every victim that was listed in the indictment.
Yeah, it's a fascinating case. And, you know, this is another classic potential case for jury nullification, for if jurors believe, you know what, technically, I guess he shouldn't have done that, but he was providing comfort for people who were on their way out, people that were taken off of life support. It's a fascinating case. Yes, it's a little long, a little tedious, but it's fascinating nonetheless, and the state has finished its case in chief.